Good morning. I am Dr. Renu from the College of Business Studies. Today we are going to discuss about the human resource planning, right? What is human resource planning? What are the concepts and the need of the human resource planning? Today I am going to discuss with all of you about this. Human resource planning, it is basically the assessment of the human resource requirements, time and the stages of the requirement. In this session, I am going to discuss with you about the planning of the human resource, their skill, their requirements, their knowledge, how to utilize that, what kind of the market demands are, what kind of the supply we have, how we are supposed to change our supply as per the demand. It is very important to understand about all these things. Now, which is basically, as you know, we said this thing that the right person at a right place at a right time. True, it is. But on the another side, it is the human resource planning is basically defined as the process by which the management actually determines that how it should move from your current entrepreneur to the enterprises, or from your current enterprises position to the desired position, or basically on the basis of the human resource power, on the basis of the manpower skill, on the basis of the manpower knowledge, ability, or the requirements. So that's why it is also said as manpower planning. Basically, it is also said as an employment planning. Now, if I talk about that, what are the basically the objectives of the human resource planning, why after all it is required? So definitely to have the optimum use of your human resources in the terms of their KSA, key skill, and the ability, and to forecast the future requirements. For example, in the recent organization in our education sector, if you find the people who can deal with the e-dealings, means the e-commerce aspect, means the online aspect in the education, they are in more demand, because in the covid period, the need arises. So the organizations, in the terms of the universities, in the terms of the colleges, they are looking for those faculty members who can teach or who can take the online sessions properly with the help of these e-issues, with the help of the IT or ICT tools and techniques, so that the requirement or the present need of the students as well as of the faculty, that can be satisfied. Because everything need to be continue, everything need to be run. It is not that we are going to stop a particular session. We are in the process of continuous process, right? So this is the way. Or you can take the example of your organizations, your MNCs, where the new software requirements are there, where the new tools and techniques, the knowledge is there, so they keep on changing that requirements, right? Like banking sector, the robotic is there, right? So to provide the control measures, it is essential that HR is should be available and whenever it is required. So more so to assess whether the manpower is in excess or in the shortage, because if it is in excess, that means the wastage of money is there. If it is in the shortage, then definitely it is going to affect your organization status. So that is said as a downsizing is required, because excess means the load on the organization fate, excess means the load on the organization cost. So improve the quality, improve the effectiveness, it is important. Now is the to anticipate, to foresee the impact of the technology impact, the continuous assessment of the HR, skill, knowledge, ability of the human beings are required, the employees are required, and to find out whether they are well equipped with the skills, whether they are well equipped with the technologies. If not, the need is to impart them. More so to determine the level of their recruitment, the level of the training, along with the cost of the HR that is required just to meet your expansion and the diversification plans, right? To so that on the basis of that you are going to expand your organization, and on the basis of that you can diversify in different fields. Like Godrej, they are in the diversification, right? Like your this you can say Kotak Mahindra, Kotak, right? Mahindra and Mahindra. So these are the examples. Now, what is the importance of the human resource planning? See, same, the human resource planning, basically it is very important and very advantageous to understand that how many are we how much of the excess staff we have, how much of the understaff we have. If we have excess staff, then the need is to make them in a balance. Why so? Because that is an extraordinary burden on the organization, right? So we can offer them VRS, we can offer them self moving, or we are supposed to go for the retrenchment, but we used to avoid. Then what is basically what is the basic fundamental of your recruitment, selection and the promotions? How the promotion or the increments are given to the people, how the foreign assignments can be increased or can be taken place, that is in the terms of diversification or in the terms of your what integrations, right? So now, what are the factors which affect the human resource planning? Human resource planning is affected by various factors, by the environmental uncertainties or by outsourcing. If you have the ability to get the outsourcing facility, you can go for that. If your nature of job, what kind of nature of job, it is temporary, it is permanent, or if it is means that kind of a job where the same skill is required, same area of the ability is required, then there is no need to go for that new kind of the technology or new kind of skill. Then what is the time horizon, after all, for how long it is, the type of the organization. Now, means the type of the organization is the type of the staff which we have, the type of the strategical plan they have. The organization growth is that when it starts, then it's gets growth and maturity, as we know about the growth period, as we know about that introductory curve. So on the basis of that growth chart, we can easily identify and can meet with the requirements of SLEP, social, legal, economical, political and technological. On the basis of that only, we can compete once we go for the human resource planning. Then is your outsourcing. Outsourcing is basically where we are going to transfer, where we are not going to hire the people permanently, but to finish that temporary task or temporary project, we are supposed to hire the people from the outside, and on the basis of that we can finish our task. On the basis of nature of job, definitely your promotions, your expansion strategies, the type of quality, the budget you have, long term plan, short term plan, definitely all these things are considered. So thank you for the today's session. I hope you enjoyed this session, and in case of any sort of a query, you can contact me. Take care.